We do not see opportunities if we are convinced that there are no opportunities. We do not see possibilities for success if we don't believe that success is possible for us. However, if we begin to change our beliefs, we begin to change our realities. Let me give you an example. There's a story of a young man who came from a small Midwestern town. It's a true story. It was reported in the psychological journals a couple of years ago. He got straight A's all through junior high school and high school. At the end of the 12th grade, he wrote his Scholastic Achievement Test to go to university. A few weeks later, he got back a letter from the university saying, "You have scored 98 on the Scholastic Achievement Test, and you are hereby admitted to the university for the fall semester." Well, he didn't know very much about Scholastic Achievement Tests, and he thought that the 98 was an IQ score. Now, an IQ score of 98 is slightly below average and is about 20 points below what is necessary for college-level work. He was convinced, and he just discarded his entire high school career, all the A's that he's got. He was convinced that he could not do college-level work, but he went off to college in the fall. After the first semester, he was failing or nearly failing in every subject. His counselor called him in and said, "What seems to be the problem? You did extremely well in high school. These courses are only 1 degree of difficulty removed from your high school courses. Are you having problems with girls? Are you having problems with drugs? Having problems adjusting? What is it?" He said, "Well, sir," he said, "I'm doing the very best I can, but you can't blame me. I've only got a 98 IQ. And the counselor had a smile in front of him. He said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Well, in my letter of admission to the university, it said that I got a 98 on the Scholastic Achievement Test." He said, "Son, that's not an IQ." They said, "That's not an IQ. That is a percentile. What that means is that you scored equal to or higher than 98% of the students in the country who wrote that test. You're one of the brightest kids in this university." Well, this young guy went out. He checked on the Scholastic Achievement Test. He found it was true that the 98 was a percentile, not an IQ. He went back to his courses, and 2 years later, he was in the top 10 in a 30,000 student university. He was leading in all of his classes. Once he changed his reality, once he changed his beliefs about his intelligence, his reality changed automatically. Now, an important point with regard to this is that every one of us has self-limiting beliefs. Every one of us believes ourselves to be limited in some way. Every one of us believes ourselves to be limited in intelligence, creativity, money-making ability. I can't sell. I can't speak in front of audiences. We tend to think that we are not capable of being on time. We're not mechanically inclined, and so on and so forth. But exhaustive research demonstrates that talents are pretty evenly spread throughout the population. That most of the limitations we have do not exist in reality. They exist only in your own mind. And one of the starting points of great achievement is to start questioning those self-limiting beliefs and throw them off and act as if they did not exist. And when you act as if they didn't exist, lo and behold, they simply disappear.